baby, I am churning out these videos. Woo-wee! Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We got to go over Snapchat's earnings. You know what I think of Snapchat? I think it's a steaming turd, both as an app and as a company. And I'm going to explain to you why. So Snapchat just released their third quarter financials, yesterday? And the stocks dropped like, 5%? It ain't good, okay? Let's go ahead and see what's going on with Snapchat. So revenue for Q3 2023 is up 5% year over year, but 11% quarter over quarter. 5% year over year revenue growth. Every other large scale company that makes most of their money from ads, Google, Meta, et cetera, they're growing their revenue way faster than this piece of crap. And they make money. This company doesn't, okay? Average revenue per user dropped. That's right. So they were able to grow their revenue by piling in users, but their revenue per user has gone down to 2.93 from Q3 2023, down from 3.11 in Q3 of 2022. So that's not that great either. Operating margin was negative 32%. Negative 32%. But you know what, guys? It's an improvement. Okay, because their operating margin was negative 39% in Q3 of 2022. So it's less negative. It's only negative 32% now, you know. And then net loss was $368 million. So their loss went up compared to $360 million. So I see a company with anemic revenue growth, declining average revenue per user. We're going to look into that a little bit more, and massively negative operating margins. Operating cash flow was $13 million in Q3. So, oh wow, they have positive operating cash flow of $13 million on what, 1.1 billion of revenue? What kind of margin is that? Like 0.1% compared to 50. So their operating margin is down, and they have negative free cash flow. But they're investing in AI, Strongman. AI, buy my course, bro. So they had negative free cash flow, but they definitely have a war chest, it looks like. They got cash equivalents, and marketable securities of $3.6 billion. So they're probably not going to go bankrupt within the next year. But there's a lot of metrics here that I just don't like. I mean, what's impressive about this company? And the app is so stupid. Oh, look at my doggy ears. Okay, let's look at their business highlights. Daily active users were 406 million people use this turd, an increase of 43 million. So they grew users by 12%, mostly international, by the way. But they're growing their users. Total time spent watching oh, this is what's going to save them, Spotlight. 200%. You know, my dump grew 200% because I ate more fiber. Since launching My AI, oh, here we go. Our AI-powered chatbot, hello, buy my course, bro, I'm an AI chatbot. Over 200 million people have sent over 20 billion messages. Wow, this is so bullish. You know, that's 5% revenue growth, massive negative operating margins. Very impressive. We launched our new generative AI-powered feature called Dreams, which enables Snapchatters to create generative AI selfies. This is going to lead to so much catfishing. Okay. Wow. Like, there's not one thing that I like in here. They said AI a couple times, and that's basically it. Business highlights. All right, let's go look at some more data. Here's the funny part, okay? Look at where all the revenue or all the user growth is coming from. It's not from North America. North America user growth is basically flat, okay? Like your mom. Just kidding. But it only grew 1% year over year in North America, and that's where they get all their revenue from, basically. Europe grew at 7%, and I guess the rest of the world grew at 21%. Okay, so there's somebody in Eritrea using Snapchat now. I'm sure that advertisers are going to pay a lot of money for an Eritrean to see ads on Snapchat, okay? But their North America's, their growth's basically done. Like, they're not growing anymore. It's like, who uses this? 101 million people use this app daily? God. So, all the growth is from international, okay? Look at the revenue by geography. Most of the revenue comes from North America, where they're not growing. 786 million out of the 1.2 roughly billion comes from North America, and that's what's not growing, okay? They grew their users around the rest of the world by 20 something percent. What was it? 21%. But I mean, the revenue is still a small portion. Like, it's nothing. It's a very insignificant amount compared to North America. North America is where the money's at, okay? And that's not where the revenue is growing. It actually declined. Wow, Snapchat. Average revenue per user. So you see all this revenue growth in the rest of the world. Look at the average revenue per user. It's like it barely grew. I mean, compare North America's average revenue per user to Europe and then to the rest of the world. It's nothing. America's the boss. Canada, Mexico, America. This company's garbage. Like, I don't understand. It just loses money. It barely has positive cash flow. Oh, look at this. Is this stock dilution? Okay. Shares underlying stock-based awards. Common shares outstanding. Yeah, this is like a very good visualization of your dilution, okay? Year-over-year change, excluding exchange shares. 5.5%. Look at the share growth, man. From what is that? Is that in millions? So 1.7 billion to 1.8 billion of shares. Yeah, you're getting diluted there, boys. Operating cash flow is down. Free cash flow is negative, which is not always a bad thing. In Q4, we anticipate continued growth in our global community. Our financial forecast for Q4 is built on the assumption that daily active users will reach 410 to 400. Wow. Yeah, keep growing internationally in Eritrea. I'm sure you guys are going to crush it. This thing is a piece of crap, okay? I don't understand why people like this. I hate the app, and I just don't like the financials of this company. But you know what? You tell me your comments, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be sure to address your loving remarks. Have a good day.